Hello viewers, today we would like to discuss a subject that is important to our health, and that is the impact of bad posture or poor posture on your health. Something that we might take for granted. And what does posture mean? It simply means the way we align our body from head to toe. So that includes different positions like sitting, standing, running, walking. How do you actually align your body? How do you position your body as you do these activities? And we're saying that there is good and there is bad. Bad means that there are several things that could happen. For starters, you might have malalignment, or your spine is not aligned, malalignment of your spine. And this is going to result in things like backache, pain in your hips, pain in your neck. It will result in headaches sometimes, tension headaches, which don't go away. It might even result in something known as prolapse of your disc, which means in between those bones at your back, they are what we call discs, and they might move out of place simply because you have assumed a bad posture. You might get things like pain in your joints, pain in your knees, and this pain can be what we call debilitating pain, pain that is excruciating, that prevents you from actually doing the activities that you would want to do. This pain could be in your back and you're not able to sit properly or to lie down because of this pain. It can even go as far as causing you to get anxious or even depressed because you have a pain that just won't go away, a pain that won't heal. And yet when you go to the doctors, all they can do is give you medicine to control the pain. So it is important that we know what good posture is and what bad posture is. Of course, as we age, sometimes it is inevitable to assume bad posture and we forget to think back. But let's be in the habit or in the practice of, when you sit down, am I seated right? Am I seated upright? When I sit in the car and I'm driving, am I seated in the right posture? When I'm walking, am I walking the right way? For those of us who put on high heels, am I walking in a posture or assuming a posture that is good for my spine, so that I do not get these complications? Just to provide more areas where bad posture can impact your health, let's consider things like your breathing, things like your digestion, your circulation. Poor posture means that if you're not, for instance, upright, you're causing some restriction to your lungs. So your lungs may not expand adequately for you to get enough oxygen. And we all know all our body cells actually require oxygen in order to function well. So you might not consider this, but this is just one of the areas that can be affected. The digestive system, if you assume a poor posture, you're likely to compress your abdomen, and that is where the stomach is. So if there is some food there and there is some acid, they might be pushed upwards, and then you will start to feel a burning pain, which is reflux. So this may be also caused by poor posture. Circulation, if you have a bad posture, chances are that you could compress some of the veins that supply different areas, and this is how we end up with conditions sometimes like varicose veins. So we tend to take lightly things like impact of bad posture or poor posture on our health, but it can cause such problems. It can affect those other systems that we don't think could be affected by posture. So on a day-to-day basis, like we say, let's evaluate our posture. If you keep getting reflux, if you keep getting that burning pain that people call heartburn, is it because of posture? Think about it. If you have gotten varicose veins, those enlarged vessels, especially on the legs or on your arms or in different places, is it because of poor posture? If you are having challenges with your breathing, is it a challenge with the way you position yourself while you sit, which is poor posture? So poor posture can affect a number of systems, and we need to take this into consideration. These are just some of the things that happen because of bad posture, and these are some of the ways that it can affect your health. So on a day-to-day basis, let us evaluate our posture and what impact it will have on our health. so that we can live a meaningful life that is free, especially of pain, discomfort, anxiety, and depression.